Hello lovely people, this is Ashley here sending you my love from whatever reality I'm in today to you in whatever reality you find yourself in today. Well, today's video is going to be a little bit different because I normally just concentrate on the personal aspects of being Mandela affected from my point of view, and thankfully many of you have shared your own stories with me. Links, tips, all kinds of different suggestions. Thank you guys, I can't thank you enough. You've really helped to not come to terms, I won't go as far as to say I've come to terms with it, but you've helped me to understand that you've pointed me in directions and given me information that I've needed to know, and also that you've let me know that you're there and you care, and I care right back at you. Much love. But today, I'm going to be talking about the Mandela Effect and the Hopi Indian Blue and Red Kachina prophecy. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, quite frankly, it's the one thing that I've found that pretty much sums up what we're going through. And it's going to be a little bit longer, this video, than normal, but please bear with me because it is well worth going through and discussing. I mean, all the way through my life, I have searched for answers. I've looked, I waited for 18 years for the Mayan 22nd of December 2012 to come, and I thought it passed with no incident, but now I'm not so sure. And obviously, I mean, I've searched for answers. I'm sure we all have searched for answers. It's a human thing to do. But I have already looked in the past, in my 20s and 30s, I started looking at, other histories, other way, history that has been denied us, like the Anunnaki, mankind amnesia, the fact that I truly do believe that, we're not the only civilization to have ever been like this. I don't mean Mandela affected. I do mean, we tend to think that with our technologically superior age, with the best thing that's ever happened to the planet. Now, I've never believed that. I do believe that there have been many civilizations before, and I never actually came across this Hopi prophecy until I found the Mandela Effect. Well, not found the Mandela Effect. I mean, found what it was I was experiencing. They were calling the Mandela Effect, and also through praying. Because I'll be honest, I've done I've been praying again for the last few years, and recently I've been asking God to guide me and to show me things that I believe He would think are relevant to me, that I need to know. Hence why I found the Mandela Effect in the first place, because it was a definite sign. So I pressed on that button that said Mandela affected, and my life's changed completely since then. Now I know what it is that I was dealing with. Right, so anyway, sorry for waffling. Right back to this Hopi prophecy. Now, I'm going to say it as I found it written, and I will be dropping the link to this, to the actual article that I got this from, but the way, with no disrespect to anybody of any faith out there, it's not that bit that I want you to understand. It's the description of what is going to happen in end times, which is of most importance here. And we do know for a certain fact that the Mandela Effect is affecting people across all nationalities, all religions. It's something happening to humanity. Oh, well, not just humanity, but to all people. So, a man called Robert Ghost Wolf in the 1990s, he interviewed grandfather Dan, who was the oldest Hopi at that point in time. And I'm just going to read directly what grandfather Dan said, and we will be stopping for a bit of a discussion. But let's see how we go. Grandfather Dan says, "It was told to me that first the Blue Kachina would start to be seen at the dances and would make his appearance known to the children in the plaza during the night dance. This event would tell us that the end times are very near. Then the Blue Star Kachina would physically appear in the heavens, which would mean that we are in the end times. In the final days we will look up into our heavens, and we will witness the return of the two brothers who helped this world in the birthing time." Bear with me with this pronunciation. Pagang Hoya is the guardian of the North Pole, and his brother Palonga Whama is the guardian of the South Pole. Now, at the moment, we do understand, we do know that the North Pole is jumping around all over the place. At one point last year, it dipped below the international date line, and as recently as last week, I think there were 6 separate North Poles all vying for position. So we do already know that the North Pole is doing strange things at the moment, which seems to fit in a little bit with this anyway. In the final days, the blue star Kachina will come to be with his nephews, and they will return the Earth to its natural rotation, which is counterclockwise. Now, I found that a little bit strange because I've always known the Earth to be going anti-clockwise anyway, so I'm not really sure what that's about, because in my reality, it was the Earth was counterclockwise, so I'm not really understanding that little bit, but this fact is evident in many petroglyphs that speak of the zodiac and within Mayan Egyptian pyramids. The Earth has been manipulated by not so benevolent star beings. The twins will be seen in our northwestern skies. They will come to visit to see who still remembers the original teachings. Flying in their patuvotas or flying shields, they will bring many of their star family with them in the final days. Now, please hang in there, Christians. I know that you're not going to like what that's saying, but please, I mean, these things have been recorded anyway throughout history that we know of. And what with the Mandela effect going on at the minute, anything is possible. So please bear with me, because the important bit is still yet to come. The return of the blue star Kachina, who is also known as Nangashu, will be the alarm clock that tells us of the new day and the new way of life, a new world which is coming. This is where the changes will begin. They will start as fires that burn within us, and they will burn up with the desires and conflict if we do not remember the original teachings and return to the peaceful way of life. Now, that sounds very much like what's going on now, doesn't it? Definitely. Not far behind the twins will come the purifier, the Red Kachina, who will bring the day of purification. On this day, the earth, her creatures, and all life as we know it will change forever. There will be messengers that will precede this coming of the purifier. They will leave messages to those on earth who remember the old ways. The messages will be found written in the living stone, through the sacred grains and even waters. From the purifier will issue forth a great red light. All things will change in their manner of being. Every living thing will be given the opportunity to change, from the largest to the smallest thing. Those who return to the ways given to us in the original teachings and live a natural way of life will not be touched by the coming of the purifier. They will survive and build the new world. Only in the ancient teachings will the ability to understand these messages be found. Now, the ancient teachings are also biblical teachings. You know, these are the things that matter. We hold dear as we're skipping around from reality to reality. And this is where it starts to get interesting, because it says, it is important to understand that these messages will be found upon every living thing, even within our bodies, even within a drop of our blood. Now, we know that our bodies have changed. We know that our bodies have changed. That's a certain fact. So there it says it there. And I have never read anything or heard of anything which explains what we're going through as Mandela affected people as much as that there says. All life forms will receive messages from the twins, those that fly, the plants, even the rabbit. The appearance of the twins begins a period of 7 years, will be our final opportunity to change our ways. Everything we experience is all a matter of choice. Many will appear to have lost their souls in the final days. So intense will the nature of the changes be that those who are weak in spiritual awareness will go insane. For we are nothing without spirit. They will disappear, for they are just hollow vessels for anything to use. Life will be so bad in the cities that many will choose to leave this plane, some in whole groups. Only those who return to the values of the old ways will be able to find peace of mind, for in the earth we shall find relief from the madness that will be all around us. It will be a hard time for women with children, for they will be shunned, and many of the children in these times will be unnatural, some being from the stars. Some will even be created by man in an unnatural manner and will be soulless. Many of the people in this time will be empty in spirit. They will have sampuka, no life force in their eyes. As we get close to the time of the purifier, there will be those walking as ghosts through the cities. through the canyons they will have constructed in their man-made mountains. That those that walk through these places will be very heavy in their walk. It will appear almost painful as they take each step, for they will be disconnected from their spirit and the earth. After the arrival of the twins, they will begin to vanish before our eyes like so much smoke. Others will have great deformities both in mind and upon their bodies. There would be those who would walk in the body not from this reality. There will be those who would walk in the body not from this reality. For many of the gateways that once protected us will be opened. There will be much confusion between sexes and the children and their elders. Life will get very perverted, and there will be little social order in these times. Many will ask for the mountains themselves to fall upon them just to end their misery. Still, others will appear as if untouched by what's occurring. The ones who remember the original teachings and have reconnected their hearts and spirit, those who remember who their mother and father is, the Pahana who have left to live in the mountains and the forest. When the purifier comes, we will see him first as a small red star, which will come very close and sit in our heavens watching us, watching to see how well we have remembered the sacred teachings. This purifier will show us many miraculous signs in the heavens. In this way, we will know the Creator is not a dream. Even those who do not feel the connection to spirit will see the face of Creator across the sky. Things unseen will be felt very strongly. Many things will begin to occur that will not make sense, for reality will be shifting in and out of the dream state. There will be many doors to the lower world that will open at this time. Things long forgotten will come back to remind us of our past creation. All living things will want to be present for this day when time ends and we enter the forever cycle of the fifth world. We will receive many warnings allowing us to change our ways from below the earth as well as above. And we've seen all of that going on, haven't we? Earthquakes and everything. Then one morning, in a moment, we will awaken to the red dawn. The sky will be the colour of blood. Many things will begin to happen that right now we are not sure of. Their exact nature, for much of reality, will not be as it is now. There will be many strange beasts upon the earth in those days, some from the past and some that we have never seen. The nature of mankind will appear strange in these times. We walk between worlds and will house many spirits even within our own bodies. After a time we will walk again with our brothers from the stars and rebuild this earth, but not until the purifier has left his mark upon the universe. No living thing will go untouched, here or in the heavens. The way through this time is said to be found in our hearts and in reuniting with our spiritual self, getting simple and returning to the living with and upon the earth in harmony with her creatures, remembering that we are caretakers of the firekeepers of spirit. Our relatives from the stars are coming home to see how well we have fared in our journey. The pictures enclosed this is an add-on from the article. The pictures enclosed are of the human beings, my Hopi grandfathers. They were telling you truth. There is still time for you to change. Now, as I said part way through that, I have really never, ever come across anything that comes close to explaining what we're actually experiencing. And as I said, please, put to one side the fact that you have your own religious beliefs, that because this goes beyond religious beliefs. This is everything. This is everything. Everything. So, what I'd say to this, I'm not saying that this is true. What I'm saying is it's yet another piece of the puzzle as to what's going on with us, what we're experiencing. And believe me, there's an awful lot of what we're experiencing has just been described in that article. So please press on the link that takes you straight to the article and read it for yourselves, because what they're describing will happen is exactly what is happening to us now. So yet again, just more food for thought, people. Thank you for watching, and I'm sending my love to you as I said, and I will speak to you soon.